Right, welcome to this review video. It's for the brand new Deathwatch OVERKILL game that Games Workshop produced. They've done it as a board game here, but excitingly the miniatures inside look absolutely fantastic. And we're seeing the re-emergence here of the Gene Stealer cult, that whole idea that goes way back in games of 40k. And the history there, so that's exciting stuff. And then the Imperial miniatures that have been produced here look absolutely fantastic as well. So interesting in regards to this game, and then also in regards to the miniatures as well. They look absolutely superb, and you can incorporate them into your regular games of 40k, or like the Kill Team type skirmish games that you can play as well. What we're doing in this video is for Broker. I haven't even opened this yet, it's brand new. Very excited to have a look at the contents of this new game here. So I've got mine from gamingfigures.com. It is quite an expensive box set to buy, so I've got mine from gamingfigures.com. They do Games Workshop at 15% off, and then if your order comes to over £100 then you get an extra 5% off on top of that, and then if your order is a certain size you get free postage in the UK as well, and that all helps, especially when this is quite an expensive purchase to make this game. You get a lot of stuff, some beautiful miniatures, but it just helps to be able to use one of the discount gaming stores. So gamingfigures.com is where I've got mine from. So I'm going to open the box here. I've got brown spray on my fingernails here. That is from spraying orcs. Don't want to give too much away, but I'm busy working on the orcs, so I'm going to give them a coat of brown spray. It just gives me a head start when I'm painting those. You can check out the orc painting tutorial for that on both channels. But again, with this game here, superb artwork, and some very exciting miniatures. What's interesting about this game is you have sort of representations of most of the Space Marine chapters there. So, you know, some very unique miniatures. And this Gene Stealer cult here looks absolutely fascinating as well. But we'll open up the game here. So it's that solid sort of cardboard. It's not like the Death Storm or Stormclaw Dark Vengeance sets that come in soft sort of card. This one's like a more heavy quality one here, which is nice production quality. You can't fault the quality of the production here. So it's a self-contained game. You can buy the game, play the game, and then what usually happens with Games Workshop games like this is that the contents you can then incorporate into other games and so on. So, a bit of padding there. So we'll take a look at the paperwork a bit later on. Okay, so we'll have a look at the gaming board here. So, very much reminds me of Space Hulk with the corridors and so forth. I'm sure these will be double-sided. Yeah, they are. Okay. Right, so what interests me is I have Space Hulk, and you know, just for fun, I'm wondering if there's a crossover. I know it's not officially in this in this game setup, but the miniatures and perhaps even the playing tiles, you could cross them over and start mixing them up with games of Space Hulk. Because I've got the purple Gene Stealers, that colour scheme I'm using in current games of Space Hulk, and then you can incorporate the Gene Stealer cult into that and make up your own scenarios, that kind of thing. So, you know, Space Hulk players may well be interested in this game from that point of view. But yeah, lovely artwork here. It's all sort of squares though, not individual. These don't break up, but a nice thick card. That's same as Space Hulk. Lovely artwork design, and then the 3D sort of embossing there as well for extra detail. But not really any individual corridors in this one. But very nice indeed. Yeah, that looks interesting. That looks like a bridge perhaps, crossing over. So I'd imagine if you enjoy Space Hulk, then you'll enjoy this game. I doubt it's the same rules system, but style wise it's very similar. That's the impression that I'm getting here. deck of cards. So for the Tyranny player, just your usual bases that you need, all the miniatures. More cards here, looks like individual characters inside the game. Very, very interesting. Set of dice. Now I'll just pull this one out. This is it's a clear plastic. Looks like movement. Never seen anything like that. Very interesting. It's nice. Better than usual plastic. Usually the measuring sort of things that Games Workshop provide are not that great, like the one you get in Dark Vengeance. But this one, that's very unique stuff. Looks good. Not more bases there. Right, I'm going to pull out the miniatures and then I'm going to zoom in and take a look. See how good these are. So, we're looking at here is the Gene Stealer Cult, and they're different levels. Some are, pure Gene Stealer. Then some are sort of halfway in between. So you've got guys that are semi-humanoid, but they've got multiple arms like the Gene Stealers have. And then there's others that are virtually human-looking, but they have some like Gene Stealer kind of traits. I think that's superb. I really think these look absolutely incredible. Very interesting. I hope. I wonder with the new Tyranny Codex. I'm waiting for the new Tyranny Codex. Tyranny's been on the back burner for a long time, and really I've just been waiting for that new Codex. Now I wonder if they will use put the Gene Stealer Cult as part of the Codex, so you can start taking the units in games of 40k. I hope they do, and they're not just confined to this box set. But there's one of the sprues there. The quality of these is absolutely incredible. So very excited about these, and as far as incorporating this into Space Hulk. I know it's not official, but sort of inventing scenarios and so on to match in with that. I think that'd be superb. Really will be good fun. So that's the same sprue, I believe. So let me go down to some smaller sprues here. Right, so here's your characters. See if I could zoom in a bit more on these. Right, so this one here is the Ultramarine Chaplain, by the looks of it. Just there, you sort of see what they look like when you take a look at the artwork. And then here, Dark Angels Librarian, just looking at the box set cover here, yeah. Very nice. And then a Terminator here, looks like for the Salamanders, I believe. Just here, spinning around. Yeah, really cool. I mean, if you've got like multiple Space Marine chapters, perhaps, I mean, this game would be really handy to have those individuals, just to sort of put them into your individual forces. Looking very nice. Some of them sort of, I mean, like this one here, the Ultramarine Chaplain, I mean, just can be used as a chaplain in the game, and you just got a very unique, nice looking miniature there. So, there's that kind of option there. Librarian, standard Librarian you can use for Dark Angels, Salamanders, Terminator, Heavy Flamers. I'm sure that's going to be an option that a lot of people would have in a Salamander's army. So, nice additions there. Got another one here. This is looks like the leader of the Gene Stealer Cult, just here. And here another character. Really get the impression of good quality here. And then you got this Broodlord here. Incredible. Really nice stuff. Looks like he's coming out of this drain pipe type thing. Very good indeed. And then here, White Scars, I'm guessing. For this guy with the bike, again, I'm sure a lot of White Scar players will be fascinated to have this guy in their force. There's plenty of I know quite a few Imperial players that have multiple Space Marine chapters. Or if there's a group of you, perhaps a group of friends, and you know each of you have got a Space Marine chapter, you can buy the box and share the miniatures out, that kind of idea, or at your wargaming club. Here, this is the one that I'd be interested in. I think this is Imperial Fists, Heavy Bolter, yeah. Okay, very nice. Iron Hands by the looks of it here with the bionic leg coming across. Blood Angels here with the jump pack guy with the chainsaw, very nice indeed. And then that's about it, I think. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Raven Guard here. Jump pack guy as well, very nice. And then almost missed him. There is a Space Wolf character here as well. So all the chapters really well presented. Every miniature looks absolutely superb. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at the artwork here. So there's the game with the all the corridors there. They're showing you 4. It looks like you get 8, so you could sort of double the length of that or the size of that, because it looks like a lot of miniatures are crowded on, but it looks like you can go double the size. Absolutely loads of miniatures there, and then you've got your individual characters here. That's just kind of how the game will look once you get it all set up. So then you've got your forces here, huge amount of stuff. I mean, you know, if you're collecting Tyranids, you've got a vast amount of miniatures there, and then you've got your instructions for constructing them. Very nice indeed. They all look very good. Who's this guy? Vale Donatus. Yeah, not sure what faction he is. There, interesting. White Scars guy looks very good, all slanted over on the bike. There's the Genestealer Patriarch. Pure Strain Genestealer, so that's your standard Genestealers there. Genestealer Magus, Genestealer Primus, Genestealer Familiars. Oh, really weird stuff. Aberrants. A lot of variety here with these. Then first and second generation hybrids, and then you're on to third and fourth generation hybrids. Crazy stuff. Fascinating. Very, very interesting. So then you get a nice rulebook here. Looks like a turn sequence and summary. At the back. I wonder how hard it would be to cross over the two games. Just you know, Space Hulk and Deathwatch Overkill. Anyway, the usual superb quality here from Games Workshop. As we've seen, that's the layout there. So turn sequence, Broodmind phase, movement phases, background on each of the characters there. Very nice indeed. Attack phase. This guy here, Garen Branatar. Very, very nice. Alright, and here's the showcase here of the miniatures. Just have a quick look at those. So then you've got Orton Cassius Chaplain. Oh, it is actually Cassius. That's interesting. Then Val Donatus, so he's a Stern Guard veteran. So you can see how you can just drop these into, you know, current armies that you have, which is the interesting thing about these. Then Zamion Gaidriel there for the Dark Angels. Imperial Fist as a heavy bolter guy. Looks cool. Could imagine just dropping him into a tactical squad. You know, no special rules, but just for the sake of the miniature. And Tor Delacio That's the Blood Angels guy. I mean, you don't. These are all in black here by the looks of it. You can. I'm sure you could change the paint scheme around to. You know, you could go red here, perhaps for him. Edric Satorax there. Very interesting. And you've got the Genesis Notorian just here. Space Wolf guy looks really cool. Dren Redblade. Enox Sorlock. Iron Hands. And then Garen Brenatar, the Terminator there. The Salamander's the Flamer. Teleport Homer, Servo Skull. And then, looking absolutely brilliant, Jetex Subrii Biker Sergeant, White Scars. Very, very nice. Then onto the Gene Stealer cult here. Gene Stealer Magus. Gene Stealer Patriarch, looking superb. Primus, Familiars. There. Pure Strain Gene Stealers, they'll fit in perfectly with the Space Hulk set. And then what I'm wondering is, can I bring this into the game? Just to add, you know, create some your own custom scenarios and start to include these guys. So we've got 3rd generation, 4th generation, virtually human, roughly looking. 2nd generation, 1st. Okay, yeah, you can see that there. And then Gene Stealer Aberrants. So on to missions. Imagine you get 6. This is the first mission there, Killstorm. Vox Noctis, mission 2, mission 3, Recover, mission 4, Exterminatus Mordicum, mission 5, Firestorm Ultima, mission 6, mission 7, mission 8, mission 9, very good, okay, 9 missions, which is very, very good. Okay, I imagine this is a lot of fun to play this game, definitely. Definitely a sort of a collector's kind of game, this one here. A lot of superbly sculpted miniatures. And they're representing such a broad spread of Space Marine chapters as well. So it's fascinating what they've done here. So, and then just a raw summary on the back. So that's the game there then. This is the rule book. You've got the superb miniatures and then counters and then the board there as well. Not as... I do like the Space Hulk setup with the multiple corridors and so on. It's a real classic, very, very nice. But this game looks very good as well. But in the comments section, leave your comments about crossing over between the two. Is it doable? Perhaps some people already started to do that, ones that already own Space Hulk and then have started to incorporate that over with this Deathwatch Overkill game. I know they're 2 separate games, but the temptation is to try and cross them over in scenarios, and I'm sure that would be great fun indeed. So leave your comments there. So that's the box set then. Excellent production on the miniatures. They look very, very nice indeed. I've got an eye on a number of them there from the set, but the whole collection that you get in with this game looks absolutely superb. And sometimes you play 40k, you know, they set up the terrain and the boards and you have big armies to paint, but just like Space Hulk, sometimes it's nice just to go into a different gaming system, same genre, same 40k, but just to have something like you can take a break from regular 40k and then just play something that's contained. The rules are all in here, and you can have just as much fun as playing 40k. And really, it may well work out cheaper as well, that you don't have to buy out on loads of different units and codexes and so on and gaming tables. You just lay out the game, paint out the miniatures if you wish, and then just enjoy the rules contained within this board game. I think they're a great idea. Space Hulk is absolutely superb. Very much enjoyed painting up the stuff and playing games of that. If you've already played Deathwatch Overkill, then leave your comments as to how good you think the game is as far as playing the game. And how enjoyable, and perhaps compare it to Space Hulk so that people get an idea of how the two compare. But there it is. As I said, I got mine from gamingfigures.com, 15% off. It helps when you're making a big purchase like this, and then if your order comes to over £100, it's another 5% off on top of that. And then in the UK there's free postage available if your order is big enough. They do international postage as well. So there it is, Deathwatch Overkill. Very, very nice looking game. Exciting stuff. The miniatures are absolutely superb. One of the best sets of miniatures that I've seen in a box set so far. So there it is, Deathwatch Overkill. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.